I'm Chris McCarthy, the CEO of Degreed. I had a chance to meet a number of you yesterday and what was honestly just an incredible day for us. The chance, just if you were here yesterday for the client summit and the business briefing, do me a favor and just raise your hands so everyone can see. It was a big chunk of the folks here, and I think it was one of those days. I had dinner last night with some of the PathGather team, and I think we all just truly blown away by just the caliber of the people in this room yesterday and last night. I think there's a self-selecting bias, really, of those that have worked with us for a long time and their ability just to innovate and continue to push us. So just on behalf of everybody who was here yesterday at the client session, thank you very much. And the PowerPoint slides work now, which is perfect. Filled the time again. Okay, so as I mentioned, I'll be up here kind of emceeing the day today. If I have not had a chance to meet you, please do come up on a break. I'd love to shake your hands. Also want to thank our sponsors. They have booths out here on the upper level if you have not seen them. Data Camp, Get Abstract, Fuel 50, Harvard Business Publishing Corporate Learning, Watershed, Pluralsight, and Zoomy. So thank you again for being not only great partners to Degreed, but a great partner for this conference as well. This conference, I shared a little bit yesterday, a little more of our history and journey together. This conference really is sort of one of those charts that you have in your garage where you mark off how tall people get and based on who's here. And just a quick history for this group. Our first Lens event was actually here in New York City. We had 100 attendees. That was in 2015. We did a smaller, kind of more intimate, I guess, event in San Francisco at an incredible facility there with 75 people. Last year in Chicago, we had 250 attendees. And then today, we actually have 400 attendees, plus a good chunk of Degreed folks, as you've probably seen, walking around. So truly just incredible growth and really, really excited for it. We have today, amongst all of you, 35 states and 12 different countries represented. So a couple quick, first of all, Canada wins with 17 folks from outside the US. So thank you, Canada, for traveling all the way, and it's great to work with you. Just a quick, pulse, and I did this yesterday. It was a little hard to see with the lights, but one more. If you've worked or engaged with Degreed, if you've gotten to know us as either an employee or a partner or a client for more than 2 years, do me a favor and raise your hand high so everyone can see it. Okay, look around the room. If we're just now, Degreed or PathGather are now together, getting to know you in the last 2 years, please raise your hand high. All right. And so it continues to be just amazing growth and progress in this market. I shared a much longer sort of journey last night, but the summary of it is that we had a thesis. Really, the founding team had a thesis. I piloted on after 2 years of the hard work was done, but we had a thesis on where learning and skill building would go. And it was based on 3 key things. Individual ownership of lifelong learning. Not enterprise versus consumer, individual ownership of lifelong learning. Partnership with you all to put the employee at the center and serve them well over their career. Not just for the employee, but as a way to create value for your organization in the enterprise. And then together creating a common language for skills. And early on I shared quite a bit about how many hundreds and hundreds of you that we talked to. We've had over 80,000 conversations with folks from the industry since Degreed was founded. Just an astounding number, and it really, I think for most companies, we've probably talked to you at some point. And really what we did is we mapped that thesis that we had to the pain and opportunities that you all felt. And so for those of you that raised your hands that are just getting to know us in the last 2 years, we may not ultimately work with you all formally, and that's okay, right? Because at the end of the day, it's everybody in this room that actually is bringing about the change, right? We are a really good partner. And a really great platform, but you all are the partners we need to continue to bring about this change. So this session and yesterday specifically was really designed to get everyone to interact and share best practices with each other, because at the end of the day, with or without us, you have the opportunity to continue to innovate for employees, help them build their skills, become lifelong learners, and really, again, create value for themselves and your companies over a very broad arc, right? And as I said yesterday, technology and products can and will always move faster than organizations or markets can absorb change, right? So at the end of the day, our ability to build things and listen to you and build sort of what you want to see in the market will always move faster than companies in the market can. So my ask for the week for everybody, the first is, say hello. If I haven't met you, it's a great chance. Let me love to shake your hand and learn more about what you're doing. The second is continue to connect with each other. Good and bad, best practice sharing, what's worked, what hasn't, degreed or no degreed. Great opportunity to have this many innovators in one place. Please take advantage of it, and we'd love to hear some of the great ideas that come from it. I got a bunch of comments last night after dinner, just ideas that people had from connecting with each other. And then the third is keep pushing us. Just as you have, I think we've proven to be very, very good listeners. We have a thesis, and you're guiding us on where that puck is going to be so we can skate to it. So continue to push us, and we will continue to do what we do.